It all started with a phone call. From himself to himself. Donald, it's time. You've conquered business. You've conquered politics. Now it's time for the real throne. Hollywood. And so began the Operation Blockbuster, a plan so top secret that even Trump's own reflection didn't believe it. He arrived at the studio in disguise, which is to say, he wore the same suit, but with a pair of aviators, incognito, naturally. The film? A gritty action movie called Eagle Force: Rise of Liberty. The role? A former war hero turned rogue agent who saves America with freedom-fueled fists. Trump said it was basically my autobiography. He walked into the audition room like it was a campaign rally. No need for small talk, let's get to the action. The casting director, young, British, very confused, just blinked. And you are? Trump smiled. Your future box office. The first line of the script read, "You forgot what freedom smells like." Trump stared deep into the camera lens and delivered, "You forgot what freedom smells like." Pause. "It smells like me." Silence. One casting director coughed. The other whispered, Is this a prank?" Trump took off his sunglasses dramatically. Tried a second take. "Freedom smells like my cologne. It's called Victory, by the way. Coming soon." The lead casting director stood up slowly. "Sir, we appreciate the energy, but I'm afraid you're not quite what we're looking for." Trump squinted. "Is this because I didn't bring my own green screen?" "No, it's because this isn't a comedy." The rejection didn't hurt Trump's ego. It just offended his cinematic legacy. How dare they reject the most box office-ready face since Reagan? He stormed out of the audition like a villain in a badly lit soap opera. Papers flying. Sunglasses slightly crooked. Mic still accidentally clipped to his collar. That night, from his private golf cart, parked on the putting green, he opened his gold-plated iPad and called his assistant. "Get me the name of the guy who owns that studio." "Sir, that's Warner Universal Paramount Columbia Plus." "Perfect, I'll buy it. Rename it Trump Studios. We'll make real movies, big ones, powerful ones, all true stories, all about me." The next morning, he tweeted from his secret burner account, "Auditioned for a movie, got rejected by some soy-based theater nerds. Sad, big mistake. Huge. New plan, my own studio, Trumpflix, no woke, no weak, just winning. First film, red, white, Trump, coming soon." The internet melted. Again. Within 72 hours, Trumpflix.com was live. It featured a trailer that autoplayed and couldn't be paused, an About Me section longer than the U.S. Constitution, and a 24/7 live stream of him rewatching his own speeches with live commentary. "I love this part. Look at that posture. Churchill had nothing on me." He hired actors who looked vaguely like members of his cabinet, but hotter. Hired writers, fired them all. Rehired them if they agreed to only use words with more than 10 letters. His first original movie? Cancelled. The Trump Story. Tagline: When the world turned off the mic, he brought his own speaker. He held a press conference in his driveway, wearing a robe, flanked by cardboard cutouts of Stallone and Clint Eastwood. He read one review aloud. "This is the worst film pitch I've ever seen." Variety. Trump paused. Exactly. Variety, meaning multiple opinions, which means someone liked it. It began with a tweet, obviously. "Forget Hollywood. I'm going straight to the Oscars. They need me more than I need them." Then came the plan. Step 1. Submit his self-produced film, Cancelled: The Trump Story, to the Academy. Step 2. If rejected, create his own version of the Academy. "We'll call it the real Oscars, RO for short." Rolls off the tongue. When the Academy ignored him, Trump accused them of being run by Low-energy failed theater majors. And so he escalated. He bought billboard space across Los Angeles. They said, Best Actor, Donald J. Trump. Quote, attributed to everyone who saw the trailer. Don't vote woke, vote Trump. 100% on rotten oranges. Meanwhile, he created a jury panel for his own Trump Awards. It included his barber, 2 fans from his golf club, a wax statue of Ronald Reagan, and for diversity, a live alpaca named Freedom, very wise animal, doesn't talk back. He streamed the award show on Trumpflix live from his backyard stage, built on a putting green, naturally. He walked down a red carpet, technically a rolled-up MAGA flag, to thunderous pre-recorded applause. When he announced the winner for Best Actor, he paused, dramatically, then read, and the winner is me. Again. For the 3rd time today. The next day, news broke that his film had been pirated by himself. I leaked it personally. Drive demand. Very smart. Netflix should learn. The leak went viral. Reaction was mixed. Comments ranged from, is this satire or real? To, I'm scared by how much I liked this. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 1%. Trump tweeted, 1%? That's the top 1%. Thank you. And then, he released a sequel. Canceled 2, still standing. Still huge. Running time? 7 hours and 12 minutes. Runtime breakdown, 3 hours. Monologues, 2 hours. Reenacted tweets, 1 hour. Slow motion flag waving, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Golf cart chase scene featuring himself as all characters. Trump's 7-hour film was never watched in its entirety by anyone. Even his own son Eric fell asleep in the 3rd hour. But one place, gave him an award. And that was more valuable to Trump than anything else. The Oscars, the Golden Globes, even an IMDb score. The award was given. Best Use of Ego in Cinema. Where it was given, the International Festival of Extremely Niche Online Content Place, a hotel basement outside of Las Vegas. Number of participants, 17 number of votes, 2 of which may be the same person. But for Trump it was International, Festival, Global, Victory. That night, before Fox News could reach him, he went live on air. We did it. We beat the odds. We beat the woke. We made film great again. Some people online still debated whether it was real or not, but Trump didn't care. The next morning, he held a private ceremony at Mar-a-Lago. He unveiled his own statue. The plaque read, Donald J. Trump, first president, first actor, first everything. He said in his speech, they say I can't act, but I just played all of America in my last movie. How's that for method acting? He later released the soundtrack as an album. Most of it was fake guitar solos and his own breathing, but it's still at #1 on Spotify for politics, greater than U.S. presidents, greater than spoken word, greater than self-published. And the weirdest part? Some people actually liked it. It's terrible, but it's my kind of terrible. Random viewer in Ohio. It's like watching history collapse in slow motion, but funny. YouTuber review. And maybe that was Trump's goal. More than winning, it's being talked about. More than winning, it's being remembered. Because sometimes a man makes a movie not to be watched. A week later, Trumpflix shuts down. The server fees were not paid. The password reset system crashed. The power went out while the last movie was on. But Trump still watches his scenes every night. He doesn't press the TV remote. Because real art plays itself. He didn't become an actor. He became a genre. And maybe that was the role he was born to play. If you are satisfied with the video, like this video, comment. If you could cast Donald Trump in a real movie, what role would he play? Subscribe to Yrot's Stories for more ironic, absurd, and is this real stories. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow.